crafters, welcome back to my channel, Margaret Knob Designs, where I'm going to show you today a design team haul from Country Craft Creations. This is a newer paper collection that's called What's Brewing. It's as you can expect, it's a coffee themed paper and also with cut-aparts in it. And for my design team, I did get the 8x8, but I'm going to show you the 12x12 paper collection. And here is our 12x12. And to go along with that 12x12, I also got some of the, it's called Age Parchment paper. It's a newer solid paper collection that Tamara has put out there, and this is the Artisan Cardstock. This is a little bit, it's not quite as thick as the other ones, but I would say it's you know, the other Artisan Cardstock is probably about 83-85%, and this might be like 80%. It's still a very sturdy cardstock, and I think it's going to look really nice having it distressed a little bit, and or even if you want to do more distressing on it to make it look like an older aged paper collection. And I'm going to be using that for my design team project. I'm going to be doing an album with that. And so let's get into the paper collection. And this front page, even though a lot of times we talk about it's the cover photo, but remember, these items on here you can still use in your album. Maybe you need a small strip of something, you can still use these items on the front cover. Then in the next couple pages are the cut-aparts, and they are a really nice size that can be easily fussy cut and or put through your scan and cut. So I want to make sure you can see all of these. And then on the back of those is this great coffee design, coffee dyed design. And there is 2 of those in the collection. So if you wanted to cut out all of that with your scan and cut, or with you know, fussy cutting, you can then also use this paper on the back of it for another page in your album. And then this is an ephemera page, and there are 2 ephemera pages in here. They've got some great cut-aparts on here that can be used for photo mats, or they can be used in the design of your album. Coffee, it's like this coffee makes everything better. And pure made coffee, and then a kind of a scene there also over here. I think it's great. And then there's actually 2 border strips down on the bottom, and then on the back is this coffee bean paper. So if you didn't want to use all of the ephemera pieces or cut-aparts in here, then you can use that paper on the back as well. So there's multi-purposes. Then this is a great coffee design. I love this blue with the brown, and with that is all kinds of different coffee percolators, but there's also some brown writing in the back. And then on the back of here is more of a plain paper with the coffee dye in here, some with a filigree over on that side. And then on this side there is another tone-on-tone colored paper collection where it still has like the coffee pots, but it also has some coffee beans in here, some distress marks where coffee has spilled. Really a very nice tone-on-tone. And this one as well with this stripe. It's got the blue in there with the brown and the coffee on there. And this is a nice scene collection or pieces of the paper where you have the coffee, I think this is a coffee grinder. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is a coffee grinder. And then coffee makes everything better up here with a couple different types of coffee cups. And then some really nice floral kind of filigree type of background in that. And then in the back of here, that's a solid, not a solid paper, but it's a filigree in the background. So it'll work well as a solid if you don't want to have too much pattern in your collection, or in your album, I should say. And then here we've got that coffee grinder with the coffee beans and this beautiful kind of tone-on-tone background with different coffee beans and coffee plants and writing. And on the back of here is the same background type of as the front, only without all the items on it, so it makes it more of a, you know, like some collections call them pattern and solids. So this would work really good for that. And then we've got our coffee cups here with the beautiful hearts. And actually, if you don't use all of this collection, this paper might even be nice to save for your Christmas albums. This could even be saved. Even though it's coffee, it still could work for a Christmas album if, let's say, you didn't use all your papers or collection. And I love this green. This green in this collection is just a really nice rich green. It has tones of dark green in here, the dark green, but the really light green as well. And it's just very rich with the brown and the reds and the whites. Looks great. And then on the back of here is kind of like that pattern and solid type of vibe with the writing in the back, but then also with a stripe along the top here is good. That stripe is along the bottom as well. So even if you wanted to make, like this part probably would be better, you could even use this as a strip to combining on your paper layering. And then we've got two of these pieces that have all kinds of tags in the background: iced coffee, coffee beans, coffee cups, bags, all different. But it's great with the tones of the blue and the brown and the beige. And on the back of here is a really nice strong blue with the filigree in the background. And then we've got this really deep, dark, rich chocolate type of brown background, and it's got coffee and coffee pots and grinders in here, iced coffee, lattes, with some writing in the back. I'm not sure how well that comes across on the camera, but it's really very rich brown. Same thing on this side. So this will be great in album that is going to be all coffee themed, and we can really use some beautiful accent colors on these pages. So that is the 12 by 12 collection, and the 8 by 8 collection is exactly the same, only in a smaller style. And I also got with my design team package, and I can't believe, I don't know what I did with them. I had a packet of some beautiful blue florals that I would, oh, here they are. I'm like, I just had them 2 minutes ago. So I also have these florals from Country Craft Creations. It's the rustic bouquet called Blue Jay from 49 in Market, and this was a part of my design team package as well. So we had the What's Brewing in the 2 different sizes, and then we've got this great parchment paper that I'm going to use for my albums. I may even, if I have some leftover, see how that works with some, to use the paper for cards or different items. But that is my design team package, and I will be working on this project probably in the next couple of weeks. I have a couple other things I need to finish up first, but this will be coming in the next couple of weeks. So thank you so much for joining me today. It's just such a pleasure to have you here and making comments about the paper collections that Country Craft Creation designs. And I really appreciate your faithfulness in watching these videos. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.